What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ShakLyfe Adventures. Today we are at Snow Lakes Trailhead, which is about an hour east of Seattle, out I-90. This trail is about 7 miles round trip, 1,700 feet elevation gain. It's going to be a nice cruisy trail. I did notice the parking lot is a little bit full, so hopefully there's not too many folks stumbling and bumbling up the hills, but we'll see. And maybe to get away from some of the people, we'll hike up a little bit further to the next lake, which is, I think, about 2 miles further, which is called Gem Lake. But we'll see how we're feeling when we get up there and see how busy it is. But let's get out there and enjoy this 50-degree weather. Fall time is starting to pop, so let's go enjoy it. Nothing better than a food truck at the trailhead. Hello. There's a ski resort down here, so it looks like they are doing some summer lift maintenance for this helicopter. We are 0.7 in, and that helicopter is still going back and forth. Hopefully we'll be able to get over a ridge and not hear it anymore, but it's just constantly in my left ear. So we'll see. 1 mile in, that was a 23-minute mile, and I believe the helicopter has gone back to refuel. So we get some peace and quiet for a second. But we're enjoying these fall time colors out here. You can see some of the plants are starting to grow some berries and fall time berries and such. So let's continue on and enjoy the silence for a minute. Alright, mile 2 is in the books, 21-minute mile, cruising these switchbacks. Hella people out here, but we're still having a good time. Beautiful views all around. And the sun is starting to warm us up a little bit, so not quite as cool as it was this morning. Alright, we have made it to the edge of the Alpine Lakes Wilderness, and we are almost to the lake. We just had a nice little overlook moment, had a snack, and we're going to head down there and check it out. We had ourselves a nice little peanut butter and honey, beautiful view, and I think we're gonna try to get up to Gem Lake. It's a little bit more of a climb, about 1,000 feet and about 2 more miles each way, I believe. We're gonna go check it out, and we'll see how it is. We are leaving Snow Lake now. We're climbing up to Gem Lake. It looks to be pretty steep, just looking at the map and what I can see from the bottom. But we're gonna head up there and see what it's all about. Mile 4, at the 27-minute mile, we're rock scrambling a little bit, and we got away from the crowds, which is quite nice. A lot quieter over here. Starting to warm up a little bit. It was about 50 degrees when we started. It's probably up to about 65 or so now. So I'm definitely sweating now, but we're gaining. We're getting closer to Jim Lake, maybe another mile or so. Let's get it. Got this absolutely massive rock fall behind me that we have to cross. You can see those two guys back there for size comparison, but we got to go up over this ridge here, and the lake is about 0.3 farther, so we're almost there. We're gonna cross this and then we should be basically at the edge of the lake. Let's get it. These rocks are a little bit sketchy. Gotta make sure that you are sure-footed through here. We have made it to Jim Lake. A lot less people up here. Beautiful lake, a little bit smaller. I'm gonna go feel how cold the water is, dip my toes in there. This would be a beautiful place to camp. There's some spots over here to the right. And I think there's some that I passed on the left there. But we're gonna go dip our toes in and check it out. Not a bad toilet here. Quite the view while you poo. We have made it to Jim Lake, and I believe I'm going to take a dip. I did not bring a towel, and it is probably 70 degrees out, so it's not the warmest. I did bring a puffy jacket, so I'm going to jump in, dry off with my shirt, and then wrap up with the puffy jacket. So hopefully it's not too bad, but cold plunges are supposed to be good for you, right? Just took a nice little dip in the water, dried it off, and we are about to head back down. It's basically all downhill, one little tiny uphill once we get on the other side of Snow Lake. But this was Jim Lake. Really incredible. Not busy out here at all. Most of the day hikers stop at Snow Lake. So if you have it in you, the extra 2 miles up here is really worth it. Super beautiful. Great time. Some great camp spots out here that I wish I could indulge in, but day hike, little swim, great time. Highly recommend. Mile 5 in the books. That was a 25-minute mile, and we are heading down towards Snow Lake, so let's get going. We can see the corner of Snow Lake down here to the right. That's where we're heading. We're gonna head down there along the left side and then up and then back down on that side. Mile 6 is in the dust. That was a 35-minute mile. A little bit slower, but we are heading back down towards Snow Lake now. And let's enjoy the lack of clouds and crowds out here. Mile 7 was a 23-minute mile. We're just going down, down, down. Mile 8 has been completed. That was a 24-minute mile. We were zooming past everyone on the last uphill, and now we are about to do the last downhill. Straight down from here to the van. Let's get it. Mile 9 done. That was a 24-minute mile. Cruising downhill, just down, down, down. I think we have about half a mile left to the van, maybe a mile, but we'll be there soon. Mile 10 is done. That was a 24-minute mile. We're cruising down to the van. I'm out of water now, but we should be to the van in 10 minutes or less probably. So let's keep it going, and we should be there in a second. Well, that right there is a twofer. Double barrel. And that is a wrap. 10.75 miles, 3,000 feet elevation gain in just under 5 hours. My legs are a bit exhausted, but it was definitely worth the hike. The afternoon crowd was a lot thinner than the morning crowd, so on the way down there was barely any folks that I was passing, which was quite nice. And if you do this hike, I highly recommend going up to Gem Lake because there was almost nobody up there. There's like 2 other people, which was really nice. And then also the water was a little bit warmer up there, I believe. So I will catch you next time, but thanks for tuning in, and peace.